Good evening. I think we're waiting on a few more attendees to join us, but because we are scheduled to get started right at 5:30, I wanted to start by welcoming everybody to the McKendree University Office of Admission Academic Program webinar series. We are getting started today with the School of Business. And in addition to giving you the opportunity to learn more about the McKendree University experience, you'll also get an opportunity to learn about the McKendree University School of Business. I have with me to get started, my name is Josie Blasdell. I am the Director of Undergraduate Admission. And I have with me today Brennan Bucati, Admission Counselor. He has been with McKendree University for just over 1 year and is starting his second year as an admission counselor with us. And you'll get the opportunity to learn more from, or to hear more from him, to learn more about the McKendree University experience in general. On behalf of the McKendree University School of Business, I have joining with me Dr. Rick Bonzel, Dr. Jean Sampson, and Dr. Donna Ulrich. And to get started, we are going to go ahead and give you a little bit more information about the McKendree University experience. Brennan?
All right, so yes, as Josie introduced, my name is Brennan Bucati. I'm an admission counselor here at McKendree. So yes, I am going to share with you a virtual presentation today that's going to kind of give you a little bit of an overview of the university, our application process for you seniors, and other great information about academics and other support services here. So without further ado, let me go ahead and start our presentation.
Founded in 1828, McKendree University is Illinois' first institution of higher education. Located in the historic town of Lebanon, Illinois, McKendree is a private university that provides students with a combination of comprehensive coursework and experiential learning. With a total undergraduate enrollment of 2,499 students, McKendree students represent 41 states and 38 countries. Conveniently located 30 minutes away from downtown St. Louis, McKendree offers the perfect mix of small-town living and big city adventure.
All right. So out of our 2,500 students across all of our programs and campuses, 1,300 are full-time undergraduate students here at our main campus in Lebanon, Illinois. While we do maintain a loose affiliation with United Methodist Church, we welcome and embrace students from all religions, ethnicities, and socioeconomic backgrounds. We are able to maintain a large amount of diversity in this medium-sized student body, and our newest data show that our students come from 40 states and 40 countries. While 60% of our students do come from the state of Illinois, we also have a lot of students that come from Missouri, California, Texas, Wisconsin, Ohio, Indiana, and Florida, among many others. We pride ourselves on the diversity of our student body. About 12% of our students identify as Black or African American, and about 9% are international students. These international students come from countries as far away as Sweden, Brazil, Italy, Thailand, New Zealand, and Kenya, among many others. Our beautiful campus sits on 112 picturesque acres here in Lebanon. So when you visit campus, take in the grandeur of our centuries-old brick buildings standing side by side with modern architecture. Stately oak trees invoke reverence and majesty, and the warm familial feel of our campus community as you are greeted everywhere you go. We're located here in this charming town of Lebanon, home to about 4,400 people. It's a safe community that has all the features you want in the college town. Great restaurants, shopping, rich history, and great community support. You're also 25 minutes away, though, from the arts in downtown St. Louis, providing you with endless cultural, recreational, and professional opportunities in the form of research and internships, which you'll learn more about a little bit later in this webinar. We mentioned experiential learning. Half of McKendree students complete an internship in any given year, and our students have interned at Fortune 500 companies, federal and various local municipal government agencies, nonprofit community service organizations, arts organizations, and many more. This mixture of a safe and personal environment with big city opportunities is truly unmatched by any other school in the region. So let's go ahead and continue on with our presentation.
With more than 50 academic programs and over 80 clubs and co-curricular activities, McKendree offers everything students need for an incredible college experience. With an average class size of 14 and a 98% postgraduate success rate, students are guaranteed to have all their academic needs met with success right around the corner. Oh, did we forget to mention our Bearcats participate in the NCAA Division II Great Lakes Valley Conference? McKendree not only excels in academic prowess, but also athletics.
All right, so as we mentioned, McKendree University is a liberal arts university. And so what this means is that you'll take part in an exciting, dynamic, multidisciplinary curriculum that, in addition to helping you develop the necessary skills within your field of study, you will form a well-rounded base of knowledge that you'll be able to showcase to potential employers or graduate schools. And many high-level executives of major companies, as well as many business and education professionals, routinely indicate their preference for graduates of liberal arts colleges for this reason. This outstanding academic experience is enhanced by the personalized education that all Bearcats receive. And a taste of that personalized experience you'll get here with this webinar with our wonderful business faculty joining us. None of our classes are taught by TAs. Every single class at McKendree is taught by an instructor that is accomplished in their field and that has a vested interest in your success at McKendree. And over 90% of these faculty have a PhD or equivalent terminal degree in their field. And so you'll be learning from the best of the best. In addition, our business faculty have accumulated decades of experience between them. So our student-to-faculty ratio also is 14-to-1, meaning you will develop close professional and working relationships with your faculty, which is an opportunity that is exceedingly rare at other institutions. Our faculty do make themselves available with plentiful office hours to help you in their class, give you general career advice, or embark on research projects with you. Additionally, McKendree comes together every April for the Academic Excellence Celebration, a day on which no classes are held and students have the opportunity to present research findings, have poster presentations, and share their creative work even with the campus community. So then this day is just kind of a microcosm of the personalized academic experience and real-world experience that we uniquely offer you here at McKendree. And outside the classroom, there is no shortage of things to do at McKendree. We have almost 90 registered student organizations ranging from academic and pre-professional honor societies, a couple of which you will learn about later in today's webinar, and community service organizations as well, to unique special interest groups and fraternity and sorority life. Our Bearcats compete in the NCAA Division II Great Lakes Valley Conference, and the Hettenhausen Center for the Arts brings in world-renowned guest speakers and guest artists, in addition to serving as the home for all of our McKendree performing arts ensembles. With our liberal arts curriculum and plentiful out-of-class opportunities, it's no wonder that we boast a 98% post-graduation success rate across all of our programs. In other words, within 6 months of graduation, 98% of Bearcat alumni are either employed or in graduate school. This is one of the best post-graduation success rates not only in the St. Louis region or even in Illinois, but in the entire Midwest. Choosing to come to McKendree is choosing to invest in that bright future. Let's go ahead and continue on with
Would you like to become a future Bearcat? You can apply to enroll at McKendree University by following these simple steps. Submit a free application online or apply through the Common Application. Next, submit your official high school transcript to your admission counselor. Official SAT and ACT test results are optional for the fall 2021 academic year in order to provide more access during these unprecedented times. Fill out your free application for federal student aid, also known as FAFSA, on October 1st. McKendree school code is 001722. Housing applications open on December 1st, so be sure to fill it out to get the ball rolling on meeting your new live-in friends. During the winter, financial aid packages will be available. And last but not least, the enrollment deposit deadline is May 1st.
All right, so yes, this is quite literally our application process at a glance. So step number 1 is submitting your free application. You can do this at apply.mckendree.edu. Pretty easy to remember, but again, that's apply.mckendree.edu. And in order to provide greater access to more students, we are not requiring SAT or ACT scores for admission or scholarship consideration. We just need your high school transcript once you submit your application. And in fact, just 6 days ago, on the 1st of the month, the FAFSA for 2021 to 2022 became available. So I encourage you to fill out your FAFSA as soon as you can, so this can So we can determine your eligibility for federal and state grant aid as well as institutional aid. Our housing applications for our committed students open on December 1st, and our housing options range from 3 traditional style residence halls and then 1 suite style residence hall. These do vary in price, space, convenience, privacy, so it is just kind of weighing a decision on how much you may want to pay for housing versus what kind of an atmosphere you would like while living on campus during your freshman year. Excuse me. And around late November, early December, our financial aid packages do start becoming available for students that have been admitted and have filed their FAFSA. So keep on the lookout for that after you send us your FAFSA. And then the enrollment deposit for our admitted students is due on May 1st. So you do have plenty of time to go over all the considerations you may be making in your college search. So let's go ahead and continue on with our presentation.
McKendree University is a place with so much to offer. From the residential experience to state-of-the-art classrooms, McKendree offers all the amenities to shape your university experiences in an amazing way. But don't just take our word for it. Take a look at what some of our students have to say.
Every single faculty member wants that personal connection with their students.
Our average class size is between 10 and 14.
The professor knows your name, they know your strengths. They'll recommend you for different groups, they'll recommend you for different programs, and they are just phenomenal.
Having these smaller classes, it makes it very easy to have a one-on-one conversation with them. It's easier to ask questions in the class.
Every day they walk into the classroom and they see a professor who is passionate and inspired, and that is contagious.
As previously mentioned, McKendree offers more than 50 academic programs, and our caring faculty and staff are ready to help you find your passion. A support network is already in place for you at McKendree. Student services are a large part of the McKendree community, as we are dedicated to the continuous growth and success of all our students. Services include a Student Success and Advising Center, equipped with tutors, a Career Services Center with advisors that can help you plan for the future, and public safety officers available 24/7. One of the most important factors in choosing a college or university is cost. Well, at McKendree University, we believe that higher education should be affordable. It is for this reason that we award over $24 million in institutional aid annually. We also offer a variety of scholarships, like the Dean's, the Presidential, and the Honors Scholarships.
So I think this is a good place to stop as well to slide with the academic scholarships. So when you complete your application for admission and send us your high school transcript, this application for admission is also our scholarship application. So we will take a look at your GPA on a 4.0 scale. If your school is on, say, a 5.0 scale, we would scale that down to a 4.0 scale. These are automatically awarded based on your GPA. And on top of these academic scholarships, of course, whenever we do receive your FAFSA and we begin the financial aid packaging process, we'll take into account the academic scholarship that you'll be receiving, as well as any federal or state aid that you may be eligible for, as well as packaging any additional institutional aid. So we can go over these scholarships real quick. The Dean's Scholarship is available to students who have at least a 2.75 GPA up to a 3.24. This is valued at $10,000 annually, renewable once a year for up to 4 years. Our Presidential Scholarship is for students who have at least a 3.25 to 3.74 cumulative GPA and is worth $14,000 a year, renewable once a year for up to 4 years. And then our Honors Scholarship is available for our students with at least a 3.75 GPA, and this is worth $17,000 per year, renewable once a year for up to 4 years. In addition to the Honors Scholarship award amount, you would also be admitted to the University Honors Program, and you would be able to take specialized general education courses as well as work on an honors thesis project your later years here at McKendree. So this is our scholarship awarding at a glance. If you have any questions about our scholarship process, financial aid, applications, or anything else in this presentation, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me after our webinar. But I think my time is up, and I'll go ahead and turn it over to our faculty.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to start at McKendree University just from seeing that part. I am excited to introduce our School of Business faculty and give you the opportunity to learn a little bit more about the programs that are available, as well as the successes that our School of Business has had. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. As a reminder, if you have any questions as you were going through the presentation, to be sure and drop them in the question and answer located at the bottom of the Zoom webinar meeting. So to get started, we do have 3 faculty members of the School of Business with us here today. Dr. Rick Bonzel, Associate Professor of Management. Dr. Donner Ulrich, Instructor of Human Resource Management. Dr. Jean Sampson, the Chairperson for the School of Business. Just these 3 faculty alone have close to 75 years of practical experience that they bring with them to the classroom every day. So, time to get started.
All righty. So, the School of Business, McKendree University School of Business, is accredited by IACBE, the International Accreditation for Business Education, and has also been recognized as a 2021 Business College of Distinction. As a student of McKendree University School of Business, your experience will include multidisciplinary exposure across all aspects of business, real-world experience through internships and other forms of engagement with actual firms, industry connections that help students build their network and access professional growth, dedicated advisors and counselors who have a clear understanding of students' academic and postgraduate milestones. In addition, the university's recognition by U.S. News and World Report as one of the top-tier regional universities in the Midwest and a Midwest Best Value School means that you know you'll receive a top-notch educational experience at the best possible value. The School of Business mission is to develop knowledgeable students, lifelong learners, ethical business leaders, and alumni who are the cornerstones of their communities. As a McKendree University business student, you can be assured that you are preparing yourself to embark on a career with some of the most well-regarded firms in the region and in the nation. It all starts with your academic experience. Small class sizes bring you closer to your faculty members. That's us, enabling you to make lasting connections that will help you network and navigate the postgraduate business world. Our faculty's extensive business connections that stem from their real-world experience allow our students access to competitive and rewarding research and internship opportunities. Fortune 500 companies, accounting firms, and even federal government agencies are where our business students can develop their business acumen to prepare for the real world. The combination of small class sizes, a dynamic, well-rounded liberal arts curriculum, and valuable internship opportunities all contribute to our 98% graduate success rate for bachelor's graduates and 100% for MBA graduates.
Hi, everyone. So we're going to talk about some of the active, practical, and engaging learning that we have here at McKendree. As mentioned in the previous slide, there are boundless opportunities for internships. However, McKendree also offers a multifaceted professional experience with other out-of-class engagements designed to supplement your classwork and your internship work. Students have taken advantage of being mentees at the St. Louis Regional Business Council, and this is a collective that represents some of the region's largest employers. Students can be directly mentored by and advised by CEOs of major companies in the St. Louis area. Students have successfully completed and placed well in our international ethics class competition, and this attracts business students from major universities all over the world. The Student Consulting Business Initiative is an opportunity for students to provide consultant support to local businesses with professional guidance from the School of Business faculty. The Lanter Lecture Series brings successful business leaders and entrepreneurs to campus, where students can get valuable insight from professionals right here on the campus. In addition to various semester-long study abroad programs, through our partnership organizations, we have a direct exchange program with the Paris Graduate School of Management, where junior business students can study in Paris their spring semester at no extra tuition cost. Students can earn college credits through the National Defense Transportation Association's annual conference, putting students in direct contact with nationally renowned transportation and logistics professionals. And finally, the SLU Pure Idea Generator is an outstanding opportunity for future McKendree entrepreneurs to showcase their ideas on a regional stage.
The School of Business offers a diverse array of both traditional business majors as well as programs with a more interdisciplinary focus. All of our majors culminate in the Bachelor's of Business Administration, or BBA degree, uniquely preparing our graduates for the postgraduate world. As you can see, there are plenty of options for our students that are interested in the School of Business to choose from. In addition to this general School of Business webinar that we're hosting today, we do have opportunities for students that are interested in either accounting or sport management to experience a webinar just for those specific majors. The sport management webinar will be held next Wednesday, October 14th at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the accounting webinar will be held on Wednesday, October 21st at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So just a great opportunity to get to know more about those unique programs there. If there is a particular major that you'd like to have learn more about today, please be sure and drop that information in the question and answer, and we'll speak to it directly as we end the program.
So what we have here for the academic requirements are basically three areas. What sets McKendree business programs apart is our general education program designed to teach students to appreciate the world around them, consider diverse ideas, and think critically at a higher level than graduates with more traditional business programs. Each business degree at McKendree has a set of core requirements to ensure that each McKendree business student develops a comprehensive knowledge of the business world. And finally, you can choose a field within the School of Business, which will have its own set of courses tailored to be a specific career path. Our 2020-2021 undergraduate catalog explains each of these programs in detail and lists the specific courses required to graduate with each major. So here's an example of our School of Business core courses. And the advantage of all these courses is that some of them will count also for your general education. For example, economics counts both for your business degree and your general education. Business ethics also counts for your business degree, general education, and also for the writing. So you get a triple hit with the business ethics course. International business, which isn't listed because it's an elective, but if you take that, you also counts for your cross-cultural requirement. And then finally, statistics counts for your business, but also for the math requirement in your general education.
Righty. So while we have extensively discussed how you can get involved with companies through internships, competitions, lecture series, and conferences, you can also get involved right here on campus. Phi Beta Lambda is the collegiate evolution of your high school's FBLA chapter. Students have the opportunity to network, build a resume, and compete for entrepreneurship grants through PBL. There are clubs specifically tailored to whatever your specific business interest is. And Sigma Beta Delta is the Collegiate Business Honor Society. In addition to the networking benefits a membership can offer you, you will stand out to future employers or graduate schools as a uniquely accomplished business student. A great way to get your foot in the door ahead of other graduates is our accelerated MBA. Enter the job market a year early, with McKendree's accelerated 4+1 BBA/MBA program. You can save a year of time and money while also entering the workforce fully prepared for an executive role over a year earlier than through another MBA program. Certain undergraduate courses taken during your senior year can fulfill up to 12 credit hours of your MBA, which requires 30 total credit hours. All BBA students, so Bachelor of Business Administration students, with at least a 3.0 cumulative GPA, McKendree GPA, are eligible for the accelerated MBA. You will consult with an advisor during your junior year to plan your course of study should you want to pursue this program.
Thank you, Dr. Bonzel, Dr. Sampson. We have prepared some questions specifically for the McKendree University School of Business faculty. In the Office of Admission, we often get questions from students about the programs in general, and really just wanted to start by asking the members of the business faculty to answer these just on their own. And so I'll start with one of the very first questions that we often get from students. What makes the McKendree academic experience different or better?
Well, I'm going to speak. I am an alum of McKendree. Now, that was a very long time ago, but I would say even back then, McKendree kind of felt like home. But now that I'm back, after being in the workforce for a pretty long time, I came back. And I do think it kind of feels like home. But in addition to that, the educational experience, our faculty have worked in the workforce. So it's not just that they're bringing work or a book experience to the classroom or theory, but they actually know what's happened and what to expect when you get to the workplace. And I think that makes for much better teaching, and it makes students better prepared for the workplace.
Awesome, thank you, Jean. Does anyone else like to comment on that question?
I actually can. I myself am a business student here at McKendree. I'm in the MBA program. In fact, I am finishing up a class with Dr. Sampson this week. So that that experience that I can actually vouch for on firsthand level. So yesterday evening I was taking my final exam for Dr. Sampson's course, Principles of Management and Marketing, and I actually called her on her cell phone number at 6 p.m. to ask her a question on the test, and she answered, and she was super happy to to work with me, you know, past working hours. And, you know, I think that's just kind of a microcosm of the culture here at McKendree. Professors are very willing to work with students and be flexible, especially in our current day and age where flexibility and adaptability are very valuable traits. And I think McKendree faculty really excel at this very particularly well, I would say, compared to other institutions. So that's just kind of my own personal firsthand experience.
Awesome, thank you. Another question we often get is, how do students get involved in program-related activities? And I saw that you listed a lot of things to do. How can a student balance in and out of classwork that they may have?
I don't want to take over, but I'll speak since nobody else did yet. You know, we have a lot of different things our students get involved in. I would say sometimes our students overextend themselves. And so the great thing is that we have a relationship with our students and we can say, you know what, your education might be suffering a little and maybe you need to drop something, or at least focus more on your education. But I think that's also one great thing about McKendree is you can get involved in so many things. And professors understand that. They want you to be involved because they know that's going to make you a better rounded student and person upon graduation. So again, we want you to get involved. We just know that education has to come first.
Awesome. And just being on campus, I've worked in the Office of Admission with a variety of on-campus clubs and organizations as well for almost 18 years now. And one thing that I hear from our students is exactly that, how easy it is to get involved. At a place like McKendree, I know often students are choosing, do I want to go to a large school? Do I want to go to a small school? What are the benefits? It seems like with a big school, there's so many opportunities, way more than a small school. But the difference is having that opportunity to actually know somebody and to be encouraged to get involved. I think even when it comes to making friends or joining an organization, it's easier to do so on a small level than whenever there's so much going on, it seems overwhelming. And that is one of the reasons why our students do get involved in so much, because it is a smaller level. I think that they probably end up with more close friends than a student may at a larger institution for that exact reason as well. And so just our size itself lends itself to getting involved and being an active part of that organization where you can really put those types of things on your resume. What type of networking opportunities are available to our students?
I'll go ahead and take that one. One of the things that we talked about already, but want to re-emphasize it, is, for example, we work with the Regional Business Council over in St. Louis. And so students get to interact with business professionals at very high levels within the businesses. We also have, when we do that consulting for other businesses, again, that's get you into a networking opportunity there, because you've proven yourself, your skill set to that particular business, and they talk to other businesses about you. Our Lantern lecture series, once the guest speaker is finished with their presentation, they often mingle with the students and trade information about what they can do. We mentioned the National Defense Transportation Association. They have a excellent conference that they go to, and our students go and it gives them a chance to talk to different professionals and, again, network with those particular people. Also, we talked about what they mentioned, the business club, Phi Beta Lambda. You know, that essentially is a wonderful organization which gets you involved with all sorts of activities with other businesses. And it's a national organization. And a lot of people who, once they graduate from McKendree or a four-year college, they stay as members of Phi Beta Lambda. So you have those people who you went to school with, might have graduated a little bit ahead of you, and they are still part of that program, and they can often be a mentor or a networking opportunity.
Awesome, thank you. Anyone else?
Well, I also think because we've been in the workplace before, we still know people that are in the workforce, and bring those folks in for guest speakers oftentimes, and you know, they know they can contact us if they have a position they need to fill. So we also have a job shadowing program where students can go and shadow someone in the workforce so they know kind of what each position or what a position is like.
The other thing I'm going to chime in for just a moment is that with our human resources program, we have HR professionals in a wide variety of companies. We've got them at Humana, GE, Lady Lakes, Florida, Broward County Hospital in Florida, Cummings Engine in Columbus, Indiana, Army Corps of Engineers in New Orleans, Amazon in New York. We have UPS in Louisville, Kentucky, Chewy in Fort Lauderdale. I mean, we've got HR people in places that, I mean, we're just all over the place. And so between those HR people, we also then have additional networking opportunities. And your next question leads into our employers familiar with McKendree graduates. And I'm sorry, you know, when you know the HR people, you have an entree into so many corners. So having the HR people in some of these key organizations, oh, I forgot to mention Farm Credit Bank. I mean, if I think long enough, I'll think of a lot of them. But these are just great opportunities for people to get involved. And these are McKendree graduates, and so they're familiar with McKendree, and it's just another great opportunity for networking.
And I think kind of going with my next question, and Dr. Ulrich was able to provide some great information with that. We are a small school, right? What is that name recognition? Are employers going to recognize us? I think the answer is definitely yes. Anybody else want to add anything? I'm like excited. I want to apply.
Well, I can say that when we have our career fair, I have many employers, I would say upwards of 10, that will say, boy, I just love coming to McKendree, because if I can even get one student from McKendree, it'll make my day. I'll think that I'm successful here. I also, you know, I keep in touch with some alums. We have folks in Atlanta, Georgia, who've called me for, you know, see if we have any students that are willing to come there to work. We've got folks in Florida, Alaska, have an alum there who's called to see about graduates. So we really do have people around the country looking for McKendree grads.
Awesome. So I am ready to start, right? So how soon can I start taking courses in the School of Business? Is there a separate application process if I was accepted to the university? Do I need to apply to get into the School of Business?
No, it's all part of the process that you're going into. And you actually can start taking courses in the School of Business in your first year of college here. A lot of our principles courses, whether it's marketing management, etc., you can start right away, particularly if you decide to be an accountant with their particular program. You almost have to start right away. So you can take business courses in conjunction with your general education courses.
Awesome, thank you. Anybody else? Like I think Dr. Bonzel hit that one on the head. So yes, your admission to the university does mean that you can start taking those courses with the School of Business, and there is no separate application there. I'm going to give a few seconds here just to see if we get any questions in the chat. But otherwise, I do want to go ahead and move to our final screen. I did put some contact information in here. The School of Business, Dr. Jean Sampson, phone number, and this is actually her personal cell phone number, email address, Dr. Rick Bonzel. And whenever we send the presentation out, I will be sure to include Dr. Ulrich's information as well. And then, of course, the Office of Admission, we are available at 618-537-6831. You can also reach us by dialing 1-800-BEARCAT. And you can reach us with any questions directly at inquiry@mckendree.edu. Does it? We must have done an awesome job, right? Doesn't look like we have any additional questions into the chat. I do want to thank you for joining us today. And once again, just thank our School of Business faculty for being here, as well as Brennan Bucadian, the Office of Admission. It is great to hear your own personal experience with the School of Business faculty as well. If anybody has anything that they want to add before we get going, and then we'll finish up.
I just want to say that I'm looking forward to all those students coming to our school, and we're excited to work with them.
Ditto.
Awesome. Seriously, McKendree is like a family, and I know that the college search process can be daunting, figuring out what is the right fit, how can I do it, all those different things. Besides this webinar, we do encourage you to visit our campus, call us, email, text. We have all of those things available to you, and it all starts with the Office of Admission. Any questions that you, your parents, whomever it is that is helping you through that college selection process, we're here to help. If you've already decided you're attending McKendree and are thinking about how to decorate your room, extra long twin bed sheets fit miraculously. All the type of information that you could possibly want, we can help to get it to you. So just let us know, and we're excited to be working with you and look forward to seeing your application. Thank you so much for joining us again, and we hope you have a great evening.